Good.
Dennis, you came here, obviously, as being a starter in Atlanta, coming here and taking a bench role 6 games with the Thunder. Whatever your personal goals were, do you feel that you achieved them individually? How do you feel that it was done overall?
I think first off, I want to thank the organization for giving me this opportunity. I think in Atlanta, I've been there 5 years. Had a good 5 years. I think 4 years we've been in the playoffs. 5th year was not that great. But I think coming here, I think it helped me. You know, how people think about me. You know, being a good teammate, doing everything I can to help my team win. I think I achieved that. You know, individually. You know, even what I did. You know, on the court. For my team, I think it helped the team and the organization to win games. So I'm really satisfied with what happened this year, but I think it's way too early, you know, for this organization to be out.
How would you assess your first year under Billy Donovan?
Playing with him or under him? I mean, he's a good coach. You know, he likes to or he listens to his players. Great guy. You know, I've been with him 1 year. You know, I can't really say a lot more, but I mean, I like what he did this year, and yeah.
What are you going to try to improve on this offseason?
I try to get stronger, and my shot for sure. 3-point shooting, I want to get off the dribble. Try to be better in that. That's the main focus.
As we see that, you know, just as a trend in the league, being able to shoot off the dribble, particularly at your position, do you feel like if you are able to add that this summer, you know, I guess what dynamic do you think that could provide next year?
I think that's the main key for my game. You know, I'm so fast getting to the basket, but I think when I use the screen and they got to go over the screen, got to be aggressive, and the big got to be up. I think it's going to take my game to the next level. So I'm going to work on it and going to be strong and better next season.
You said after the game the other night that you guys didn't approach the series you thought right. Can you expound on that, or what you thought was missing?
I think just like we did, you know, from October to February. I think there it was 33-20 or whatever in that stretch, and we played great basketball. You know, we did everything together on the defensive end and offensive end, and I think we slipped a little bit off, you know, after All-Star. Didn't do it together, I felt like. And then in the playoffs, it was like, I don't know, we was competing, we played hard, but we didn't do the right things, I felt like. So they out-competed us and won the series. So that's the reason why I said that.
Dennis, when you guys had that slippage after the All-Star break in the playoff, did you feel like what you guys weren't doing right was more offensive or more on the defensive end?
Both. Like I said, we did everything as a unit before. You know, we did when somebody got beat, your brother was there to help you. So, but we didn't do that. I watched film a lot, you know, and try to see what went wrong. But I think we just got a little bit away from that.
How do you guys develop the inconsistency, the up and down of the season that you're sort of talking about there? How do you guys change that next year? I mean, teams that are on a consistent trajectory tend to do better in the postseason. How do you do that throughout 82 games?
Just try to, you know, keep everyone accountable on whatever he did wrong. I think everyone just got to be on the same page, and we can't get bored to do that. You know, for 82 games, I think we just got to be consistent and keep doing it on a regular basis. You know, every night. And I think then it's going to be, or create good habits, and we're going to do it in the postseason as well.
Dennis, what's your offseason process like? Are you the type of guy that kind of needs to be away from the game for a week or so, or are you going to continue to watch the playoffs, watch film, be in the gym?
No, I love basketball, so I'm watching every game. But I'm going to take a break for like 3-4 weeks, just, for my family. I mean, my baby born in a critical time, so I didn't spend that much time, with my baby. But now in the off season, I'm gonna be with my family. My family in Germany a lot, and after 3 or 4 weeks, I'm gonna get back to work.
Dennis, obviously, becoming a dad is a great thing, but it did come at a difficult time. What was that balance like for you personally?
I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was the best thing that happened to me in life, so it was a change for sure. I mean, have a baby now, waking up. At first, when you don't have a baby, you just, think about your girlfriend, about you. But then you wake up and baby crying right there, you gotta help them. And I mean, it was different, but I think I got used to it, and it's great.
Dennis, did you like how you were used this year, or not that? Is there any ways you weren't used that you'd like to be used? Billy used you in a lot of different ways. Running the second unit, playing with Russ, off the ball, all kinds of different things. Is there any way you weren't used you'd like to add to your game?
Not really. I mean, I knew from the start when they called me, Sam and Billy called me, and I liked the situation I'm in, They told me you're going to come off the bench 6 minutes in the first quarter, and then you're going to play with them, and you're going to finish the game with them. So, I mean, in that organization, that's all I can ask for, to be honest. I mean, they got 2 superstars, with Russ and P. So I think I was satisfied with that situation.
After the Joel Debo's first year, you talked about how Russell really helped basically change his outlook on training and his body, keeping his body. Has Russell done that to you in any way, or?
Same thing, on some of them, Russ lead by example, like it's all positive what he doing, how he takes care of his body, how he approaches the game. So I try to take all positives, and do it this summer and over my career. And I think I'm talking to Victor Oladipo, on a daily basis as well. So he telling me every time what helped him, and I mean, he's a superstar now too in this league, and I tried to get to the same point.
What, if anything, did you not know about Russell as a competitor that you know about him now as a teammate?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like I thought at first when I seen him, I thought he's insane, so he's still doing the same thing. Still think the same thing. How he goes out, to play every game, I think is God's gift. Not everybody has that like that, to play like that 82 games. Whether he miss or makes or misses shots, he's still competitive and try to help his teammates, go out there and compete and win games. And I think that's really special about him. And I mean, he's a great teammate off the court too. Try to keep everyone together. Talks to everyone. I think I didn't know that about him at first. Yeah, just about him.
Dennis, the second time Denver was in town this regular season, Mike Malone talked about how those guys bought in last year after they had disappointment and that didn't make the playoffs. They bought in defensively, they bought in offensively. You now know this group of guys you play with. What do you think the disappointment of the way the season ended, how do you think that's going to impact how this group of guys moves forward?
I think it's been 3 years now that we lost in the first round. And I remember before training camp, Russ was saying it can't happen no more, And that was my first year, obviously. But I think now what we talked about as a team, I think everybody got to get better individually, and then come back here and then get to work, and I think just getting on the same page, like I said before, that's a big key of everything.
Anybody else?
Dennis, you mentioned
Last one.
that Billy listens to his players, and that's something we've heard from several of your teammates. How rare is that, and what does that do? How does that change things for a team?
I mean, it can go either way, to be honest. I never had that before. I've been with Coach Budenholzer in Atlanta, and he got a strong opinion about what he want to do. And, I mean, I got used to it because, I wasn't in the NBA before, so my first year started with him, and he got a strong belief, the San Antonio kind of system, and he's a good coach, and I like that he keeps everyone accountable, and he got his own way. Billy is kind of rare. I never had it before, and it can go either way, I think, and it goes too much and you listen too much to the players, then it can go bad as well. So, but like I said, me and him had good conversations, and I mean, I never tried to, change anything. So we had never no issues. So I mean, he been great with me, and that's all I can say.